All right, so day one of the NFL draft is in the books, and we are talking winners and losers. Kind of hard to say this early, but we're going to make them do it anyway. So, Lindsay, who do you think won today, and who do you think lost today?
Yeah, I mean, it is so early to exactly know, but one of the teams that I think has to be really thrilled tonight is the New York Jets, because they took a pretty big gamble when they made their big trade early. I mean, they did this about a month ago where they moved up to number 3 without really any assurances of which quarterbacks were going to be there. And they came away with Sam Darnold, a guy who they believe can be their franchise quarterback for the next decade. And, who knows if that's actually going to happen, but I think they probably lucked out that the guy that they wanted was actually there.
What about you, JB? Who do you think won today?
Yeah, believe it or not, I think Josh Allen won a little bit because this thing blows up the eve of the draft. You wonder how it's going to really affect his draft status, and I don't think it hurt him at all from the standpoint of going to the team that a lot of people thought he might end up in, being the Buffalo Bills. His reputation definitely took a major hit, and that's going to be a subplot as he goes forward in the NFL. So maybe he's a winner and a loser.
Who scratched your head?
Yeah, I mean, I think at number 2 with the Giants, I mean, you cannot argue with Saquon Barkley and the prospect that he is and what he has the potential to do immediately for this Giants offense. But let's say Sam Darnold becomes a franchise quarterback for the Jets, and the Giants are searching for the replacement for Eli Manning here in a couple of years, and they could have had kind of their choice of several of these quarterbacks. I think that's kind of a little bit of a head scratcher. So you can't necessarily argue with Barkley, but you can poke at the philosophy that Dave Gettleman had there with the move that he made to pass up the opportunity to take a quarterback.
There's also a surprise in this whole thing, too, that we have to talk about, the Cleveland Browns. I didn't see Baker Mayfield going to the Cleveland Browns, but you knew he was one of the 4. And then Denzel Ward, the cornerback. Busted mock drafts all over the place, right?
But again, much too soon to tell who wins and loses. In the meantime, stick with Sports Pulse for all of your NFL draft coverage.